Hi, it's Alaska Granny. I'm on my way to one of my friend's house with one of my free buckets from the grocery store because she said to me, I don't have the time or the money to get prepared with all of this bug out gear and emergency supplies. And I said, I bet you have some of those things laying around your house. You just need to get them organized. So I said, I'll come down with a bucket and I'll spend 5 or 10 minutes looking around, and then I'll make a bucket for you with your emergency supplies. So the challenge is on. I am making an emergency kit for one of my friends that doesn't think they can do it for themselves. And I think they can. Let's go see what I can find. And this is what we ended up with. A roll of paper towels, some Kleenex and tissue, some extra napkins, some plastic utensils. When you go to the store, you know you buy big packs of napkins, Kleenex, toilet paper, and paper towels. Take one out immediately. Put it away in your emergency supplies. Use up the rest in your everyday life. Because if something happens, you're going to be super glad if you can go to your emergency cupboard and find another roll or two if there's a real emergency. We also found some cotton balls, and I rubbed them with Vaseline. I put them with a lighter for emergencies. She needs to get some matches. We didn't find any matches. We found different sizes of disposable bags, and she's agreed to get some big black plastic ones. We found a flashlight, some batteries, some toilet paper tubes for stuffing and things like lint, a bar of soap, a pen and paper. That's important to have because if you need to write a note for somebody, you need to have the supplies to do that. She was surprised to see how few emergency food items she had. We found some little chili stew, beans and franks, a can of fruit, and a can of green beans. And that was basically it. And a thing of hot chocolate and a tea bag. You know what? Even if you like fresh things, say you like to eat fresh corn on the cob, get a can of corn and put it away because in an emergency you can still eat foods that are familiar to you. Stock up some foods you can just pop open and eat because if there's a power outage, if there's a blizzard, if you get sick, you need to be able to take care of yourselves. We got a sweatshirt and a pair of warm socks for both of them, and we made a list of things that she's promised to work on. She realized it isn't very hard. You do have a lot of things on hand, you just need to assemble them. So we've got the list for things like first aid kit, more food, matches, water. There's no extra water stored in that house. A radio that winds up, wet wipes, the garbage cans, a manual can opener, flashlights, candles, and local maps. So if your friends think they can't do it, go over and give them a kickstart. Get them going because after we did this, she decided, you know what, it is kind of important, it's kind of fun, and it isn't that hard to do. Let me know what you think about the start we got from my friend, and please subscribe to the Alaska Granny channel. Have a wonderful day.